everybody, Happy New Year! Welcome to Monday Night Live, Homes Around the Villages with Ira Miller. I want to thank you all for joining us. Looks like my man Kevin just kind of bolted right out of the chute there. So, Happy New Year. Gio says hi to everybody. And, oh, man. So Kevin's been sending us some pictures of Gio, and my wife Patty, she's like, I gotta meet Gio. He's such a cute little boy. I just can't wait to meet him. So Kevin, hopefully one day your son and daughter-in-law bring them on down to Florida. And so let's see, how many people we got here, Christian?
13 at the moment, or now
Huh?
10. It said 13, now 11. Keeps switching. 13 again.
I don't see that on my screen.
Right under public. Should say concurrent viewers.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well then, we're gonna wait because we want everybody to see Mr. GOJ at 20 months old. So we have plenty of pictures to show. So Kevin, we're gonna hold off a little bit till we get a few more people, okay? A little bit down the line. Oh, and yep. We're going to have another little GOJ protege coming here shortly too. So let's kind of look. Jerry Bell, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been a while. I guess, what, a couple weeks before Christmas?
The 15th or 16th, I think was our last one.
And today is what, the 9th?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we have Georgia versus TCU tonight. So I'm sure everybody's ready for that. I know I am. I can't wait for that to go. So I don't know how everybody feels, but we'll kind of go till we run out of steam here tonight. So it's been a while. Everybody's sending congratulations to Kevin. I'm in the know. I already knew about the baby, so Kevin knows how I feel about that. Kevin and Karen, so congratulations to them for sure. Yeah, I was wondering that too, Jerry, with another one on the way, how that's going to work, but anyways. All right, Laura, thanks so much for joining us this evening. And Sandy, same to you. Thanks, my regulars. Love you guys. I really appreciate y'all coming on the channel here. And let's see. So Laura, question for Ira. Would you forecast how much pre-owned home prices will increase in the villages in 2023? So, Laura, I would say there won't be no increases. I'm going to pretty much say that right now there's almost 300 listings, and 500 to 550 is typical, but because that inventory is up on the rise, I don't think prices will go down, but I don't think they'll go up either. So, because in all actuality, I think they've already gone down. So I think we're kind of plateauing, and I think it'll probably hold steady for the rest of the year. But that remains to be seen, but I just don't see. And I know the villages have fallen off greatly as far as selling their new homes. So anyways, I don't see prices increasing at all in 2023. Let's see. So hopefully you liked that answer. Do you have a porch you can do your show from? Actually, I'm going to be porch sitting on Wednesday with my buddy Skip Smith. So y'all might want to be looking for that video coming out with me and Skip porch sitting together out there. Do I have a porch? Oh yes, I definitely have a porch. A real nice long one on the front of my house. Some of you who maybe have seen my video on lawn care, you'll see my home in the background back there, and you'll see that big long porch on the front. But I don't know if there's much activity on my front porch as there is on Skip's front porch. So we're going to see how that goes on Wednesday. All right, so you have an exclusive. Those of you that are here early got a chance to hear that. So I'm excited, looking forward to it. Actually, if Skip jumps on tonight, I'll have to kind of confirm that, I think. So anyways, that was in the works, I think last week.
Mm-hmm.
So let me kind of take a look.
Jerry Bell says maybe you can do a video from the pool.
From my pool? Yeah, I could. So anyways, let's see what Mr. Skip has to say. All right, anyways, let's go see what we're doing here. We've got, nice to be able to watch online as I am working from home today. Nice. No 1 hour drive home. Ooh, wow. Yeah, so, yep, porch sitting. Well, maybe I'll invite Skip over to my house, and we'll do some porch sitting from the pool. We'll see what he says about that. I know it's time for us to go out to eat. We like to go out every now and then in Ocala, and now that the season is here, he's probably really ready to come to Ocala to go out.
William's trying to get you canceled.
Huh?
William's trying to get you canceled in the comments. He wants you guys to wear Speedos at the pool.
Speedos. I don't think so. I've never worn Speedos, so. Now I'd like to see Skip in a Speedo. That would be interesting. All right, so new home sales via the developer have declined. Absolutely, yes, they have. So I have I still have some friends in that sales office, and so I have a little inside information over there. Let's see what else. All right, so what else are we going to talk about today? I'll tell you what. So Christian and I have been working on a new project, and as you all know, well, it's not so new. It's been out there for a while, actually, but we really haven't. We've just been kind of tinkering with it. This right here, Homes Around the Villages, is our main focus and what we invest our time in. But we have been playing with a YouTube channel called Central Florida Farms and Land. And so that's kind of focused on, as the name says, farms and acreage. So Homes Around the Villages is mainly towards the residential side of things, but I thought, hey, I live in Ocala. Ocala is the horse capital of the world, and this is where a lot of thoroughbred have been bred and raised and won the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness and all those other races. So Ocala bred horses are pretty famous. And there's a lot of really beautiful farms around here. So I thought, why not dabble in that? My aunt, when I first moved to Ocala back in 1995, my aunt lived on a farm, and she bred thoroughbreds. And so I have a lot of experience with farms and that industry just from her. So y'all might want to check out Central Florida Farms and Land. I've been getting even some people on Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel reaching out to me about properties outside of the villages. And so we thought, why not? And I think what we might do, Christian and I have been talking about it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a live stream from Central Florida Farms and Land 1 week, and then we'll do Homes Around the Villages another week. So we're going to do 2 live streams, but one's going to be from Homes Around the Villages. The other live stream, probably 2 weeks later, is going to be Central Florida Farms and Land.
I posted the link in the chat.
All right, there you go.
To our channel.
So Christian hooked us up. You can click that link right there, and you can check it out. So there you go. We'll see how that goes. And so we're going to kind of spread ourselves out a little bit, but all y'all are welcome to jump over there. We're going to go ahead and notify everybody just like we do, but we haven't done one yet. I think we'll probably do one in a couple of weeks at CFFAL, Central Florida Farms and Land.
And we'll share a link to this channel so they'll get access to it from here as well.
Do what?
I said, and we'll share a link to our friends on this channel so they will be able to easily get there to our other channel when we do the live stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there'll be some kind of notice on this channel with a link about us over there on that other channel. So we're going to play around with it. We'll see how it goes. So from now, we're only going to do Homes Around the Villages 1 time a month, and then we'll do Central Florida Farms and Land 1 time a month. Kind of spread ourselves out, see how that works. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Let me look at some of our text messages we have. So, new home sales hit the road for a decline. Yes, they have. And I can tell you that they've even moved around some of their lenders because they've gone down. Are the illegal immigrants migrating to the area? First of all, I don't know about that. Second of all, I don't know if our governor would put up with that. But third of all, this is a huge agricultural state. So I would think yes. Oh, and actually, I think the villages have employed quite a few too. As you go around in the new construction area, so we don't, you don't know if they're illegals or not, but they do have a lot of Mexican labor that works for the villages and constructs their new homes. Does On Top of the World get a big influx of snowbirds in the winter months? And the answer to that is no. And so why not? Well, because they don't allow anybody to rent any less than 6 months in one day. You cannot rent a home any less than 6 months in on top of the world. So that keeps a lot of the part-timers, seasonal people. Now, they do have some villa-style homes, I'll say, called cottages or carriage houses, and those are great for seasonal people. So they do have some, but you don't have the renters and a lot of the people like the villages attracts, because it's just not allowed. So, in the villages, there's Airbnb. You can rent by the day, the week, the month, the half year, the year. You can rent however you wish. However, somebody would wish to rent their home out there, you have that flexibility and that freedom to do that. But they keep a cap on stuff like that and on top of the world. So Jerry Bell, I've noticed some popcorn ceilings in the villages. Where did they stop doing that as they built south? They stopped doing that around 2006, 2007, somewhere in there. I left in 2009, and I'll tell you, for forever, there was two things we begged them to do. Number one, get rid of the popcorn ceilings, and number two, get rid of the bond. Just add that bond right in the price of their homes, get rid of that. But we weren't thinking back then when we asked them to get rid of that bond, and couldn't understand why they wouldn't do that. Well, I think the answer is pretty clear though. And the answer to that is, why don't they get rid of the bonds? It's because the developer buys all those bonds, right? So here's what they do. They have the community development district. They have the VCDD, the Village Community Development District, build all the infrastructure with a bond. And then the developer comes along and buys that bond. Now, and he's getting anywhere from 4.5% to 6% interest on all that money. And that's why they won't do away with the bond. They're getting so much money and so much interest on those bonds. Why would they? Why would they get rid of that? That's just money in their pocket. So why would they want to take money out of their pocket to put the infrastructure in the neighborhoods when they can just have this, the VCDD do it and then buy those bonds and then reap the rewards of the interest? So there you go. They're not going to get rid of that bond. But just going back to Jerry, I'd say I'd say more like 2007 is when I think they just got away from the popcorn finally. $1,200. Yeah, Kevin and I think, talked about that this morning, about $1,200 a ticket and how crazy that is. I mean that's my thing. I like to go to these classic rocks. I think I went to Stevie Nicks. I know I went to Stevie Nicks. I bought tickets for my daughter because she's 23 years old, but she's a huge Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks fan. Because why? Well, she grew up listening to them as we rode in the car. So she loves Stevie Nicks. We saw her in Tampa at the amphitheater. But I think tickets were like $550, $600 for some really good upfront close tickets. But $1,200, I mean, I don't get it. I don't know how the average person can afford to pay, well, you know you're going to buy two, you got to take somebody with you. There's $2,400. That's a month's pay for a lot of people. So I think my days are over for these. Thank you. Christian got me some water. All right. Yeah, the classic rock. I mean, some of these people are crazy. I was looking at Bruce Springsteen. $4,000. $4,000 to get on the floor a ticket.
That's 3 month rent or mortgage payments for me.
$4,000 for one ticket. $8,000 for two tickets if you want to. And they sold out. I don't know.
Think of the resale value.
As much as I would. Resale, I've seen them up to $12,000 on the resale market. $12,000. There must be a lot of rich people out there because I couldn't bring myself to pay that kind of money. Anyways, got my wife some Blake Shelton tickets for Christmas, and she loved that. She's a big country fan, country music. I'm classic rock. She's country. You know, a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll. Who is that? That's Marie Osmond. So that's kind of how it is here at the Miller House. Gamala, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm happy you kind of jumped in tonight. Thanks so much. Let's see. You can do your live stream from the barn. Stall setting. Boy, Jerry, you're really thinking, aren't you? But I think all we'd have is a bunch of horses coming from construction. Well, there's one, and that's Arlington Ridge in Leesburg, and that's it. In my area, I can't think of any other community that has bonds besides Arlington Ridge. I know On Top of the World tried it in one little tiny neighborhood, and I think that was a bust for them, so they quickly got away from that. So over in Candler Hills and On Top of the World, there is one little neighborhood in there with bonds. So if we're looking at homes in there, we might run into one. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's anywhere else but the Villages. I mean, it's such a turnoff to people because it just increases your taxes and you're paying interest on it. And in reality, the developer is the one who should be spending the money to put the infrastructure in, right? That's just part of being a developer, is paying. You buy the property, you develop the property, you build the houses, you sell the houses, and you make all that money. So when people run across the Villages, and I'm telling you, they've really, I mean, they hit it for a long time. They hit it pretty good, but I think pretty much the cat's out of the bag now, and everybody pretty much knows that, you know, the Villages has a bond. And not only that, but bonds today are like $40,000 for a bond. I mean, we were complaining about them, you know, when they were $3,000 to $6,000. And then Premier Homes had like a $15,000 bond back in the early 2000s. And now, 2023, 2022, 2023, they're up around $39,000 to like $44,000 for a bond. and that just blows up your taxes. And I keep saying I'm going to do another tax video, but I don't know, I have one out there already, and it explains that in the new area, the villages incorporated Wildwood, the city of Wildwood, into the villages, so you're paying not only higher bonds, you're paying higher maintenance fees, and you're paying a city tax for no reason. I mean, I can't see a reason why they would incorporate the city of Wildwood into the village's new area, only for those residents to pay those taxes. It just blows my mind. I don't know. They get nothing out of it. I don't see any city of Wildwood police in there. They don't use the city of Wildwood's water system. They have their own water system in the villages. So I can't see the advantage. I can't see why they would do that. So anyways, I don't get it. But all I can do is bring you the information, then you make up your mind on how you want to handle that. All right, so Kelly and Ken are on with me. Thank you very much for jumping on here. Is Amy there with you? Or let's see, are you still in Texas? Let's see. All right, thanks. So we'll be interested to see how our 40 acre stacks up. So, that's kind of, Kelly and Ken. I know I've mentioned this before. I'm sure they don't mind if I mention it again, but they bought 40 acres just outside of the villages with a house on it, and they're renovating this house. And they contacted me to see if I can help them find a contractor, and they knew I was a contractor, and I thought about taking that job on for them, and I told them that if we couldn't find a good contractor for them, I would go ahead and do it and just charge them cost plus, right? So material and labor. But we found a really good contractor for them, and I think they're pretty happy with them. I went out there, I've gone out there one time for them just to kind of look around and tell them what I thought about what they're doing, their roof. They were kind of concerned about the underlayment for the new roof that's going on. So I'm here for them in any capacity. Kamala, do you think the villages ever stop building, or they will try also to take over the Lake County? Sumter is already theirs. I think the villages have so much money that they can just go anywhere they want, right? From what I see, where they're headed into a huge wetlands area. And I think I've done a video, what was that, the name of that neighborhood we did that video on?
Which one?
Outside of Sawgrass, that somebody asked us to do one on.
Newell?
Was it Newell?
I thought it was Newell.
Okay, so we did is Newell, is that video out?
No, because I'm doing that with the bridge that you did as well. And those are going to be together.
All right, let's get it out of the can. We
keep getting in my way.
We filmed. So we have Lily. I don't know if Lily is on with us tonight, but Lily keeps me busy with running around doing a bunch of videos on different homes for her because she's ready to buy. She's doing a 1031 exchange for her investment property that she has under contract and getting ready to close on and needs to put that money somewhere. So we have a video of one video that has 5 homes?
Yep. Well, it's 2 videos. We split it in half. One went out Friday, the other goes out tomorrow.
All right, so Christian put the one out on Friday. And what we do is we don't put them live, you know, because we need the customer, we need Lily to be able to look them over first, in all fairness, because she's the one that told us, hey, can you get me videos on these homes to see if I want to buy, you know, one of these homes. So that's what we always do. We always go out, take the video, send it to somebody privately, kind of in its raw form. We don't put the intro and the outro and
the house facts that appear on the video.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Christian will type in all the facts to the home. You know, the name of the neighborhood, how many square feet, how many bedrooms, how much it is. So we don't do all that at that level, but then we will go ahead and put it together and send it out to the customer. And then they look it over, they say no, boom, goes out on the channel for anybody else.
And if they're interested in that, just call you or email us.
Yep. So if we can do something like that for you or anybody, I know we've helped Kevin out. We have somebody in Barbados. They can't hop in a car even from up north and drive down here when they're in Barbados. So we've done videos for David in Barbados.
That dude in Costa Rica that you sold a home to?
I listed his home.
Oh.
Christian was talking about a guy in Costa Rica, but I listed his mom's home. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Let me back up here. So, yep, Kevin, you and me, our concert days are over with those prices. That's crazy. I have 2 kids in college still, so there you go. I have a GoFundMe page if anybody wants to help me.
I can turn on the chats if you want, where they can donate money in the chat.
I can do a Skip Smith. Yeah, pull one of his numbers. And yeah. Have you ever seen Bob Dylan? No, I have not seen Bob Dylan. And you know, Bob Dylan was in the Traveling Wilburys, and I would have loved to have seen that, but most of the Traveling Wilburys are gone. So Roy Orbison's gone, Tom Petty's gone, George Harrison's gone, but I have seen Jeff Lynne of ELO. Awesome concert. If you ever get a chance to see ELO, Jeff Lynne's ELO, don't miss that. They were spot on. So, Bill Rizzo, what are you doing in Marathon in the Florida Keys? What are you doing down there? Scuba diving? So Jax, how you doing? Thank you very much for jumping on, and for me being your favorite rock star realtor. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you so much for that every time we're on. So that's really nice of you. So you didn't miss much, Jax. You didn't miss much at all, I don't think. Oh, so we have 33 people. You want to do some pictures? So Kevin, sometimes you bail on me, buddy. So I'm going to go ahead and do some pictures. Are we set up yet?
Yep, just hit 2. And then you can just click on one and start from the beginning.
Okay, so are we? Is everybody? Can everybody see the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the latest one. There's Mr. GOJ with his puppy dog. And I don't know what he's got, his little bear, I guess. There he is again.
If you hover over here, you can get to the next one from there.
Hey, buddy. Nice hair. Must be Christmas. Oh, there you go. Chowing down. Looking good. Big boy. Kevin says he's not really talking that much still, but he's busy. He's a busy man. Got his little tools and everything.
And then go one more over is your photo with Kevin.
Oh, there we are. There's me and Kevin and Karen. We went out to eat at Cane Garden and had us a good old time out there. So, did you think I was going to put that on tonight, Kevin? All right. So, nice pictures, Kevin. Thanks for sharing with us. Let me come back here to my chat here.
Those baby pics got us 7 likes.
Oh, they did? Nice. All right. We got some likes, Kevin. All right. So, bonds on all the new homes. No wonder the Morris family are billionaires. Absolutely. You know, they've got private yachts. They have 2 private jets. I mean, they're big time. Not to mention all the houses in Colorado and all over. And I'm not even going to reveal their little getaways where they are, but they have some more in Florida. They're all over. Anyways, yep, that's what you do for the Morris family when you buy a new home. And you're paying that bond, and they're getting that interest. So, all right. And, you know, so Kevin says that's why we're looking from 466 to Brownwood, because he was really hot and heavy on being back down in the new area. And I always call it the Finney area. But I'm just looking to see if we have anything going on, because I don't know if Kevin wants me to tell anybody that he's actively looking for a home. So that's going to be up to you, Kevin. All right, so yeah, he wants to be in a lower bond area, lower taxes, no city of Wildwood, all that good stuff. That just makes sense to me. Just keep your cost of living down. All right, oh, thank you, Cindy. Thanks for asking, how's my post-surgery recovery? The arm, I will say I'm back in the gym, working out. I can't do any overhead presses because the arm is coming up a little bit more. It wasn't coming up that much before, so there you go. It's starting to kick in, I think. Doing the right thing for me. But I think that's from getting back in the gym, because just got to stimulate that nerve. I saw my doctor a week ago last Friday. So 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks this Friday. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Something like 2 or 3 weeks I saw my doctor. He said that my nerve was stretched. So, and when I stretched the nerve, what the heck do they call it? There's little things inside the nerve that kind of disconnect. So the nerve isn't cut, thank God the nerve's not cut. So I've been working real hard in the gym trying to get back, trying to get it going. So it's starting to come around. See, just a little bit more. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Still some atrophy in the shoulder and down here in the bicep, but I've been doing a lot of light biceps on this side and keeping it going on the other side. So thank you for asking again. Let's see. How long does it take to get used? How long does it take to get used to little lizards, snakes, love bugs in Central Florida? You know, I don't. What can I say about that? I guess it's just part of living in Florida. So if you go all the way down to where Bill is in Marathon, he's got frozen iguanas down there. And so when it gets real cold, they have big, huge iguanas that are running all over the place. Because people used to get these iguanas and then they just let them go, and then they multiplied, and now they're everywhere. They're all the way up into like Fort Lauderdale now. So they really started overpopulating, and I think they're becoming a nuisance now down there. But I know when it gets cold, like it gets below 40, poof, they just freeze up. They don't move. So you can pick them up, get rid of them if you wanted to. But the love bugs, pain in the neck, twice a year. Every time it changes from cold to warm, when you know there's not going to be any more cold fronts. And whenever those love bugs come, you know winter's done. And then when they come again, you know it's going from summer to winter. So that's our big indicator of season changes, or with those love bugs. But I have a car wash pass, unlimited. I can go in that car wash as much as I want, boom, get rid of those love bugs. The little lizards, snakes, the little lizards, I mean, they're just there.
Just get a broom and sweep them away if they get in the house.
Got any in your new house?
None that we've seen yet. A good time.
Christian's got him a new house, so he's not in yet, but he's happy. They're bleeding him dry trying to get into that house. Wrestler Mania. All right. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate it. Love having you on. So thank you. And he's one of our regulars, as well as one of Skip's regulars. You'll see Wrestler on Skip's show in the flesh.
Oh, let Wrestler know about Wednesday.
Oh, Christian wanted me to let it out of the bag.
Get more people to join when he sees this.
Then I'm going to be port sitting with Skip on Wednesday. So be looking for that. All right, let's see. Can you go video some homes for me in Barbados? That's a great question. I would love to. But I don't think I can sell any homes in Barbados. I don't have my license in Barbados. I don't even know if you need a license in Barbados. I'd have to check on that. But that'd be a good excuse, wouldn't it, to get on over there. And I already know somebody there now, right? So we're good to go. No, I'm not up to arm wrestling a wrestler yet. But got my right arm. Even though I am left-handed. When I went to see my doctor, he goes, you know, at least you're not left-handed. I'm like, I am left-handed. He goes, oh. He thought he had a good one there, and I squashed that. Listen, this phone is always open for anybody if they want to call and be heard over I've offered that before to people, and nobody really took me up on it. I just thought I'd throw it out there because Skip's got it to where he has guests come on, and he has, different people come up, and we're kind of you're just stuck with me just chatting away and talking to you, where he talks to people across his platform. So,
I just put your cell in the comments.
Hmm?
I put your phone number in the comments.
Oh, well, they better know that cell phone number.
You say it enough?
Hmm?
They should have it memorized.
Yeah. All right, so Bill Rizzo says he's retired, getting ready for a big garage sale. All right. So, is that Pinnerver or Pine River? Hey, Ira, coming down to make my final decision if I'm going to buy. Question I have is everyone says I need 2 realtors. I get different answers on why. So do I need 2 MLS or 1 MLS and 1 village as agent? And that is the answer. 1 MLS and 1 village as agent. Because the villages don't want to cooperate, and cooperate is a term within the real estate industry. When you cooperate with another broker or another agent, or you co-op with another agent, it's like somebody will be in Tampa, and they'll refer somebody to me, so we co-op a customer or cooperate, but they don't even do that. If somebody calls a village's agent and says, hey, I have a customer here in Tampa that's interested in the villages, do you give referrals? No, they don't even give referrals. So we always, in the MLS, give other realtors the courtesy of giving a referral fee, and it's typically 25% of whatever we make. They get 25% of our commission as a referral, and we co-op with them. That's what it's all about. The villages don't cooperate with anybody, and so there you go. You can judge for yourself on that one. But yes, you need 1 MLS agent, and I've had other people tell me that that they're working with another MLS agent, and I say, okay, well, I won't work with them. I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to fight for whoever gives them the listing or whatever. It's just not worth it to me. So if somebody comes to me, says they're working with another MLS agent, but they want to see what I can find for them, no. I mean, we all work in the same MLS. I feel like I'm superior simply because I have Nina, who is a new agent on my team, who, if I'm not available, she can definitely meet you and take and show you homes right away, so we don't miss out on anything. I have Blakely, as many of you know, who is my assistant / transaction coordinator. So whenever I write up an offer, she takes it from there. So she does all the paperwork, handles all that, gives it to the title company, sets up home inspections. So Blakely's awesome. And then I have Christian, as you all know, who's my right-hand man there with helping me with all of our video stuff. So there you go. So I have 3 people besides myself on my team, so I feel like, hey, I'm the superior guy to go with, but I'm not going to, sit there and compete with anybody and have somebody just happen to get lucky and show you a home or whatever. after I've spent hours and hours and hours invested with somebody. I've got too many people, other people I could work with. So 1-on-1, one MLS agent, one Villages agent. We used to refer people to some Villages agents. We don't do that anymore for many reasons, but one of the main ones is that it's a reflection on me. So if I refer you to one of the Villages agents who I think is a good agent, and then they don't perform the way I do, which I don't think any of them do, really, to be honest with you, they're all what I call turn and burn. So they have their sales office. So many people come in their sales office. They want to go see the models, right? Because I can't show the Villages models. So they want to go see the models. They want to see what they're interested in buying. And so these agents are like, and I was the same way. When I worked for them for those 9 years, I mean, but I felt like I still gave superior customer service, whereas I would get somebody, I wouldn't spend a lot of time with them like I do today. So whenever anybody comes to me the first time, we'll spend an hour and a half in the conference room talking about what it is that you're looking for so I can best help you. Most of the people when I was working in the Villages would come and just want to see models. Let's go see rec centers, let's go see models. If they've never been to the Villages before, I would take them to the 3 different recreation centers, show them how all that worked. I'd take them out to the models, and then I might even take them to a couple inventory homes, is what we call them. So those are brand new homes that are already in inventory, ready to go. And we might go take a look at 1 or 2 of those once we establish what you were looking for from the models. But today, it's like those agents, they just don't have that work ethic. They don't have that ethic to take you out and spend enough time with you because they're all about the money. They're not thinking about the future. I mean, I knew that maybe a maximum of 10% of the people I worked with might buy a home from me the first time I met them. Probably not even, probably 5%. But I knew a majority of those people would be back, and so I wanted to give them the best customer service that I could. But anyways, these people, if they find out that you're not looking, that you're going to buy today, you are in and you are out. And I have so many complaints from people about how the Villages agents treated them that I've had some of them say, I'll do anything to not buy a home from them. So, and I do whatever I can to help you find that home. But it's a necessary evil. So there you go. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay. I'm just getting caught up. GOJ, does he like to have people read to them? Oh, yes. I've seen the... Oh, there's Lily. Lily, did you hear me talk about you and all the homes I've been videoing for you? There's Lily. So yes, we're working very hard for Lily right now. She's our priority, and trying to find that right home for her. Okay. So Laura, I really don't want to pay $30,000 or more for a bond on a new home. So stay north of Brownwood, north of State Road 44, and you'll be good. You get to the southern area, Wildwood, City of Wildwood taxes, high bonds, And the maintenance fee is pretty high up there too. And why is maintenance fee higher there than, because north of 44 is established. All those communities, all those neighborhoods are pretty well established. You don't have to pour the water to them. You don't have to pour the fertilizer and bug spray to get that landscaping established. So that's why your maintenance fee tends to be higher in the southern area as well. Just reading what Kevin, sure, yes, we are looking. I really don't want to pay 30, okay, we already answered that. Gamala, yes, pre-owned homes have low or no bonds, but homeowners insurance there is up, unfortunately. Well, what I would have to say about that is you have what's called a wind mitigation. Okay, what's wind mitigation? A wind mitigation inspection is a form that an inspector fills out, and it's turned over to the insurance company. So what does it do? So when I was an inspector, I did a few of those wind mitigations. So you have to get up in the ceiling, get up, into the attic, and you can see where the nail patterns are. Or if you can't, because they're supposed to hit the truss, you have a metal detector that can show you where the nails are, and you mark each nail, and then you measure to see how far apart the nails are. Then you look to see how they're strapped down. So I would tell you, Kamala, that if you have a new roof or a newer roof, like 3 years old, you're not going to have insurance that's any higher than a new home is. So they're all built to the same hurricane wind standards, and when you get a new roof put on, they re-nail the sheathing up there before they put down the underlayment, and then they put it all back together. If you have a newer roof, honestly, I hate to go against you, but that's what you're going to find out, is that the insurance, there's no reason for the insurance to be any higher as a pre-owned than as a new home. I am still investigating Sola Vita for you since the last we talked on the stream. Monthly fee much higher. Monthly fee much higher is Sola Vita, but no CDD or bond, so actually cheaper in Sola Vita monthly overall. I would say unless you get up into an area with that has a low bond balance or no bond. There's plenty of homes in the villages with no bonds. So there you go. And that kind of surprises me too, Wrestler, because Kissimmee, which is where Sola Vita is, just outside Orlando, is a highly populated area. And I would think that insurance would be higher in Kissimmee than in our area of Central Florida, just because of the population density that's down there. Sometime can you have the mortgage broker on again as a guest? Yes, I'd be happy to. Actually, I reached out to another mortgage lender, Carrie, who is very excited about coming on. I think we'll have him on the next time we have our live chat. How's that? So Christian, make sure we get a hold of Carrie, and we'll see what's happening. I have tried to get a insurance agent on here. They don't want to be on the record. So That's their problem. They just don't want to be on the record for whatever reason. So the insurance agent's underwriter or broker or whatever they are won't allow them to come on. We'll keep trying. We'll keep trying to get an insurance agent on because I really think that'd be awesome. I mean, just right there for what Kamala asked us or mentioned, that homeowners insurance is up for pre-owned homes. I'd love to have an insurance agent come on. I will work on that. Looking forward to seeing you on Porch Sitting Wednesday. Hopefully I can take another short break at work and mess with you and Skip. Please do. I think it'd be a great show, but who will keep you two in line? I know. We got to have somebody. So it's only me. Skip is from 12 to 2 with the porch sitting. He told me if I can't come for the whole 2 hours, to come at 1 and stay for an hour. So I think that's what I'm going to do on Wednesday. So Jerry is asking me.
Oh, you missed bringing me to the show.
Maybe you should take Christian sitting at porch sitting on Wednesday to help fix all the technical issues that always seem to happen during Skip's live stream. Yeah. Well, that's true. He's been having some issues lately, right? All right. What happened, Christian? Where's my
Oh, did you minimize this?
I didn't touch it.
Where is your computer?
Speaking of technical difficulties. Yeah, you're the one that just oh, now you did it.
All right. That was weird, but you should be good now.
All right, can everybody hear me? Let me know if we're good to go here. All right, Laura, how we doing? We still have audio problems? Anyways, let's go, hopefully not. Let's go over here to answer Jerry's question. How many homes are on the market now in the villages? So we will.
You all fixed now?
I don't know. Yeah, she says better. All right, so here we go. It says city, the villages right here, and 288 matches. So there are 288 homes listed in the villages right now, starting at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath manufactured home for $151. That's actually incredibly cheap because don't really see them that much. Oh, well, Jessica's got it listed over here. So more than likely that is a foreclosure. She's a foreclosure specialist. So see where it says real estate owned? Right there. If you want to know how many, let's go back. If you want to know how many foreclosures there are in the villages, see where it says 288 down here? If I hit bank owned up here, there are two. There are two foreclosures in the villages. That one on Pompano we just saw, and then one over here. Christian, my computer's messing up, or my
Cable here.
monitor.
Unplug the one from you. Yeah, this middle one.
Well, I think it's stopped now. Okay. So here's the other one at 503,000, real estate owned. That means foreclosure. Golf front pool home. Might not be a bad. Ooh, that green's a little dated. But beautiful golf course view. Only 10 pictures, you see that down here? I'm kind of curious. Now we can come up here and we can look at a map. And we can look down to see how it's situated. Whether it truly is on a golf course. And there we go. Yes, it is. It's right. Looks right out.
Jack's asked how much is that one?
503. There you go. 503. Been on the market 10 days. So let's see something. 503 is the original price. And there you have Jessica's name again. So no bond, speaking of bonds, in Tierra del Sol. Tierra del Sol is a pretty nice location because you're in between Spanish Springs and Lake Sumter Landing. This is a 1999. That's when it was built, in 99. And it just went on the market December 30th. Okay. So there you go. 503, it has 2,146 square feet living area. 2,100 because it looked like actually, you know, this is, I think, a 2-bedroom home. Looks like a Riviera. Doesn't really say the model. But, oh, it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So, usually this has double front doors in the front. Also, it's called a Grand Ficus. But back when this was built, I think it was a Riviera. But I can tell with the kitchen, right on the other side is the dining room. So it's a closed-in kitchen. It's not an open kitchen. But if you open this wall up here, it would completely change the complexion of the entire home, because now you have this is not a bearing wall. So you could take all this out, open it up to the living room. Does have a little eat-in area inside this kitchen as well. That's it right there. That's in the kitchen. So 503 golf front pool home. that's a really good price. You can afford to spend some money on that. All right, so what do we say? 288 is what? That's how many homes. Let's look at one more thing. How many homes are still selling? How's that? So we're back to 288. I'm going to take active out of here and I'm going to say pending. This is how many went under contract within the last month. So 68 homes went under contract in the last 30 days. So that's still pretty good, guys. If you want to know what's sold in the last 30 days, we can do that too. So we'll take pending out. 79 homes closed in the last 30 days. So what I would say is, based on what's sold in the last 30 days, which are 79, and what's pending, which is 68 in the last 30 days, you know, it looks like the market might be slowing down a little bit. Just looking at what recently went under contract and what recently closed, okay? So all really good information for everybody. Yeah, you jinxed us, wrestler, you jinxed us. Don't tell Skip. He'll give me a hard time.
You want to go back?
Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So I'm back. Let's see what we're doing here now. Okay, how much? I don't know. Okay.
You answered that one out loud.
Are foreclosures and short sales difficult to purchase? That is what I have heard. So don't even talk to me about a short sale. Short sales, minimum 6 months before you can close on a short sale. Whenever I do a short sale, I have a stack of in a folder like this. It's ridiculous how much paperwork there is. It's ridiculous what the banks do to the homeowner to make them jump through all these hoops. The banks want to make sure that that homeowner can really not afford that home because they're checking their bank accounts, they're checking their pay stubs, and then they wait 3 months and they want to see what the past 3 months look like. It's crazy when you're dealing with a short sale. And I swore I'd never do a short sale again. It's just way too cumbersome, takes forever, and a lot of paperwork. But that's not on me, that's on Blakely. And I guarantee you she'll do one. She hasn't done any yet, but if she does one, she won't want to do any more either. So I probably wouldn't do that to her. But foreclosures, piece of cake. Foreclosures, we can just sell just like a regular home. They're going to want to see, proof of funds, that you have the funds to purchase it if it's cash, or they're going to want that pre-approval letter to make sure that the bank has pre-approved you to go ahead and buy this home, and the bank has pre-approved you for the amount needed to buy the home. So foreclosures, not a problem. Short sales, forget it. So, Jax, what's so expensive? Going back to that one for 503 with the pool on the golf course, it is only a 2-bedroom. A lot of people, since there's a big, it's called a country kitchen in that home. And so it does have a big eat-in area, normally reserved for like a breakfast nook table, but there's a lot of room in there. And so a lot of people will take that formal dining room and turn it into a den. They'll just enclose it, put double doors in there, and now they have pretty much what they need in a 3-bedroom, because most people use one as an office or a den and use the other one as a guest bedroom. And so you could easily do that to this home. Okay, is that number MLS listings only? Yes. The 288 that I showed you is in my MLS. So any MLS agent, they'll have the exact same number. That's how many pre-owned homes there are in the villages. What I can tell you though, there's some listings that older listings that are listed as Lady Lake rather than the villages. There's a few, there's not many, but I've had people send me listings, say, hey, can you tell me about this one? And as you saw, my MLS search defaults to the villages as the city, not Lady Lake, because if I do Lady Lake, it'll have a few villages homes in it that the listing agent is new or didn't know what they're doing, or auto-populated, and it auto-populated as a Lady Lake listing rather than a villages listing. So only experienced agents, know to change that. But anyways, so there might be a few more. There might be a total of 300 out there, maybe another 12 that are kind of listed as Lady Lake. All right, so that is. Now, normally, normally the villages has about the same amount of pre-owned home listings as what we have in the MLS. I can kind of ask Nina in my office how many the villages does have. I think she knows how many they have. So, but typically they're about the same, and typically a normal market you have 500 to 550 listings in the MLS and 5 to 550 in the villages. So that's kind of how historically I've seen that. And Jerry Bell answered that for me. Thank you, Jerry. There are over 600 homes on VLS. So, Gamala, did you count every home that's in the VLS? That's a lot of counting. Matthews, Dana Life, Courtyard Villa, show us the best deal in terms of value. Whoops. Let me get that out of here. Okay. 600 homes on the VLS prices, watch out. Timber. A lot of new homes now. So I think what you're telling me, Kamala, is they have 600 homes total, new and pre-owned. So that would make sense. However, they have different acronyms. The VLS and the VNH. VNH are Villages New Homes. VLS, Villages Listings. So, so probably, okay, because I just thought, well, they probably have about 300 new homes and about 300 pre-owned is about where they're at. And that makes sense, but like I said, they typically have about the same amount of pre-owned homes as we do in the MLS, because we don't have any new homes for the villages in the MLS. Now we have new homes in other communities in our MLS, like on Top of the World, for instance. On Top of the World has a few brand new homes in our MLS. The best deal in terms of value for a courtyard villa, so I would have to go through, let's see. Let me see what we have as far as courtyard villas. So I'd come down here, villas. Now villas are going to give us pre-owned, you see the villages over here, right? So we only have 18 villas on the market, and a lot of those are going to be, that's pending, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and fix that. Go to active. All right, 61, that looks better. Now, a lot of those are going to be patio villas. Like I know Collington, I know that's a patio villa. Aztec Loop is a courtyard villa. It's a wood frame and vinyl. So what I would tell you, Matthews, day in a life. Do you want a 2-bedroom or do you want a 3-bedroom? Do you want wood frame or do you want concrete and stucco? So that's with 61 listings, it would take me a while, and I wouldn't want to bore our audience as far as me going through all these listings to try to figure out which is the best deal. Elizabeth Court is right outside Lake Sumter Landing. A lot of people would love to be, like when I show you this map, here's Lake Sumter Landing. You could literally walk over to the square over here, right? So there's the square. You actually would hear the music from this house, from what they're playing at the square. So you know what? I'll tell you what, my friend, if you want me to go through these, there's a lot of different criteria as to what you would consider as a good value, right? So some are 3-bedrooms, some are 2-bedrooms, some are on a golf course, some are on a preserve, some, let's see. It would take me a while. Here's one, 1,800 square feet for $534, a 2011. But, if you're not in the market for something like that, because I guarantee you, that's a beautiful home, probably on a golf course or a preserve, I'm sure of it, at that price. So, let's see. So, absolutely no way that home is worth what they're asking. Up against 466. No. Let's see something here. 42 days on the market, I'm not surprised. And 534.9. So they haven't even dropped the price after 42 days. So are these motivated people? No, not really. Turnkey with a golf cart. So they're thinking, okay, well, it's worth the 534, but trust me, being backed up to 466, they're going to have to be under 500,000. You mark my words on that. So yeah, with 61 listings, it would take me a while to come up with the absolute best. And if you want me to do that, I'm more than happy to do that for you. I would love to pick out a great deal on a block and stucco. I'm sorry, on a courtyard villa. But yeah, it would take me a little bit to go through all these. And I'm sure there would be a lot of people not wanting to hang around. Let's see. This one here on Allen Avenue. That's a patio villa, believe it or not, with a little golf cart garage there. This is 2019, so that's over in the newer area. Anyways, let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you outside of the live stream. Just give us go ahead and type our email address in there. And Blakely's phone number, or our office phone number. All right, so let's see. Let's go back to. Oh, I gotta go. Come on back. All right. All right. So. All right, so Ira, have you heard of the village of Citrus Hills? I have. Heard Amenity went up to 189 in the villages. Yes, it did as of January 1st. Obviously, everything going on, have to think on a fixed income. I get it, you know. Here's what blew my mind. I wish I had... Let me see if I have something I can show you guys. You wouldn't believe it. Let me see if I have that I can send to Christian, and maybe he can help me out here. I saw a letter on letterhead from the villages. Where did I see that? Let me look. Hold on, guys. I'd like to share this with you. Probably get in trouble, but let's see.
Was it a text or email?
Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. Hold on. That's what Jeannie sent in a group chat. Can you put it on here if
you text it to me, yep.
If I text it to you? So, hold on, guys. You're gonna get a kick out of this one if I can find it. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna forward this to Christian, and he'll get it on, I guess, for us. All right. Basically, what it says it was on Village's letterhead. It said that the villages are raising the price of the amenity fee to $189. Well, the amenity fee is not a village's, well, it shouldn't be a village's controlled fee. It's part of the CDD, the Community Development District. The Community Development District is supposed to be a non-profit organization, like an HOA. HOAs are non-profit corporations. So the CDD, the Community Development District, is supposed to be a non-profit. It's supposed to be an autonomous entity from the villages. The CDD takes care of the common areas. It takes care of the recreation centers that are not owned by the villages. So why did a letter come out from the villages saying the villages is raising the price to $189? That kind of blew my mind because I didn't think they had anything to do with raising the price or anything to do with the CDD, the Community Development District. But clearly, based on this letter, they do.
I'm going to switch over.
Okay. It's a little fuzzy there, Christian.
Yeah, with how she sent it, it came out so small.
You can't read that. Well, I can read it just fine here. So what I'll do is, I'll do it this way. So there you see it's on Village's letterhead from administration. And it says, please accept this letter as an official notification that the villages will be applying a cost of living adjustment based on the Consumer Price Index to the contractual amenity fee for all previously owned homes in the villages closed on or after January 1st, 2023. So they're saying all previously owned homes. So it doesn't really even make sense, to be honest with you. For all previously owned homes in the villages closed on or after January 1st. So they're saying anything previously owned homes closed on or after January 1st. So I don't think that the word previously owned homes, I think, well, I guess pre-owned could be previously owned, but pre-owned homes are, existing homes, not new homes. Then it says, so anybody who buys a previously owned home or a pre-owned home after January 1st is going to pay the $189, the new $189 amenity fee. And then it says, and all new homes contracted in the villages on or after January 1st. So the cost of living adjustment will result in a revised fee of $189 per month. Please update your records if needed to reflect this adjustment. So what it's saying there is the villages are the ones that are saying they are adjusting the amenity fee. And again, I don't know how they can say that they're adjusting the amenity fee when that amenity fee is for the Community Development District, which is for the recreation, which is for the maintenance of the common areas. So, I don't know. I digress, and I apologize, Barbara. Have you heard of the village of Citrus Hills? So let me just read through this just real quick. And then you went on to you heard about the amenity fee. Obviously, everything going up. Have to think on a fixed income, and so yeah. Let me just say the amenity fee is tied to the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, and whatever the amount of the Consumer Price Index was for a previous year, then they can go ahead and raise the amenity fee. That amount that's in writing there. So, but. I think that's in the deed restrictions. I still don't see how the villages have anything to do with raising the price of the amenity fee when it's a CDD fee. All right, so we're beating that dead horse. Jerry Bell, I think that is in the historic district. No, it is not Jerry Bell. It is in Citrus County. It's not even near the villages. It is that community that's over there by Crystal River, by the Gulf Coast. And I've talked on the villages of Citrus Hills. And it's not the village of Citrus Hills. Well, wait a minute now. Did the villages come up with a village of Citrus Hills? Didn't we go into Citrus Hills and to get to Newell?
Let me see.
Remember, isn't that right outside of Sawgrass?
Was that Citrus Grove?
I think you're right. I think it was Citrus. So Barbara, we've done a brand new video. Where's the Sawgrass video? Is that not out either?
No.
All right. So we're way behind in our videos. Christian's just overwhelmed because we're doing so many videos for other people wanting to buy homes. We haven't been able to put out the videos that we already have. One on Sawgrass and one on Newell. Somebody asked us about Newell. So we went out there, did a drone, from Sawgrass and flew over Newell, and we really was showing what's out there.
Yes, you were thinking of Citrus Grove, it looks like, because that's on Vegas Center.
All right, so it's Villages of Citrus Hills is the name of that community that's out there in Citrus County and very near Hernando County, but right outside of Crystal River. I think that's what you're talking about, unless you're specifically talking about a village inside the villages, okay? So you'd have to kind of let me know if you're talking specifically. And so what Christian was telling me is the village of Citrus Grove is in the villages. It's right outside of Sawgrass, and it's just before Newell, which, so again, we've made videos of both Sawgrass, what is this, Sawgrass Grove?
Yeah.
Where we were? That's a pretty cool place. You're going to love that video.
And then
Christian, we got to get that video out.
Yeah, and then the Sawgrass Market at Sawgrass.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get that. That's got to be a priority. You guys are going to love that. We've got drone shots of that, the recreation, the new bridge going across the turnpike. We've got to get that out, and that has to be a priority.
Okay. And then Barbara was talking about Citrus County's Citrus Hills.
Okay, so we have videos on Citrus Hills. We've done a video. If you want to search our YouTube channel, you might want to search our YouTube channel and see if you can come up with a link for that video we have on the village of Citrus Hills. Beautiful, gorgeous area. They have big rolling hills. I mean, the golf course is 5-star. The restaurant is literally 5-star. The recreation is 5-star. And so when you see this video of the villages of Citrus Hills.
Yeah, we had a nice one, but they removed that one that we did.
Who removed it?
Citrus Hills, they flagged us, remember?
Um,
It was one where you recorded the introduction tape and then we had like the different segments from when you were there.
we could have cut that out.
Okay.
Cut it out. Cut it out and resubmit it.
Okay.
Did it have the recreation? Did it have the indoor pool?
Yes,
have
because you were
a
in there.
video?
Yeah, you took pictures like you were in the restaurant at one point. You even had pictures of the menu.
Just cut that recorded thing out and put it back on.
Okay.
And we'll get that back on. So be looking for that, Barbara. Yeah, we had a really nice video made, and then an attorney for Citrus Hills contacted us and said we had to take our video down. So we'll edit it and we'll put it back up here in the next week So be looking for that. You'll really like that. Very nice. So yeah, Jerry, I heard that area is beautiful. It is beautiful. Isn't the amenity fee for all the villages and not each? Isn't the amenity fee for all the villages and not each district? Correct. So any new person, doesn't matter. Anybody who buys a home in the villages, new or pre-owned, when you close on that home, your amenity fee will now start at $189. Doesn't matter if you're in the historic district where the mobile homes are. Doesn't matter if you're in the brand new area where, all those new villages are. Everybody and anybody will pay $189 starting out. Then every year it'll go up. Every year your amenity fee will go up the amount of the consumer price index. And the way that consumer price index has been going up, that's a little scary. So I was saying that they can raise the amenity fee, the amount of the consumer price index. Scratch that, because I should have said that they can raise anybody who already is existing in a home. Now they can't automatically bump you up to $189 if you already live in the home. It's only anybody who closes on a home after January 1st will pay the $189. But anybody who, let's say you bought in last year at $179 and the consumer price index is up at, what is it, 8%?
Not sure.
So let's see, 179 times 0.08 is $14.32. So your amenity fee, if you bought in last year and at 179, would be 179 plus the 1432. Your new amenity fee for this year, after your fiscal year starts again. So let's say you bought in July of last year. After July, your $179 a month amenity fee could go up, and I think it'll go up to $193.32 a month, because it's based on the consumer price index, the CPI. Which at $193, you're paying now more than the people who are buying new homes at $189. And then, if the consumer price index still stays at 8% the next year, then you will now be up to $207.64 for another 8% increase because of the CPI. So be cognizant of that, okay? That your amenity fee is going to go up every year, the amount of the consumer price index. All right. So, isn't the amenity fee for all the villages? Yes. And Citrus Grove is. All right. So Barbara's clarifying that she meant Citrus Hills, not Citrus Grove, not anywhere in the villages. All right. So that's good. We have clarified that. Where is my, here we are. Okay, let's see. All right, how we doing? How we doing? All right, so do I think the rate will go down on the amenity fee? Absolutely not. And my personal feelings, now I don't know this to be a fact, but what I would say is I feel like that amenity fee is going to help with new roads in the new areas where they are building. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know that to be a fact, but to go and raise $10 for every single person, to 189, that's the problem. And also, I didn't know if y'all knew this or not, and that's the reason why I wanted to do a new tax video. But your millage rate, your Sumter County millage rate is higher in the newer area, 2017 and newer. You have a higher millage rate in that newer area. You have the City of Wildwood taxes, you have the higher bonds, but I don't see how that's right either with the higher millage rate for those people in the new area. And just to kind of prove my point, I will go over here and I will show you. This home here is a 2019. And if we go to taxes, and let's see, I guess I'll go here. And I'll go here. And I will go here. So look at this, $4,000 on a patio villa in taxes. So here's what I'm talking about. City of Wildwood taxes, all right? So they're charging an extra $560 on this patio villa. And the bond, you're paying $997. We can get into that. I can tell you what the total bond is, but this is for a villa. This is for a smaller home. But look, 13.4 millage. See that millage up here? 13.4 mils, we call it. If we go back to a home, where am I? Here we are. That's newer than 2019. Let's say 2011. Let me look over here. Let me go. Here's one that's 14. Okay. This looks like a really nice, somebody, who was it? Asked me, Matthew, asked me about a really good deal. $359 for this 2014 Anaheim. I think that's a pretty good deal in itself. But anyways, that's a good deal right there, Matthew. Let me show you what we have here. $1,272 versus $4,000, right, in taxes. Why is that? Let's kind of go and we will dive down deep into this. And taxes. Now remember, this is the 2014 home versus the 2019 home. Annual bill, okay. Actually, the 1,200 probably didn't include the bond and the maintenance fee, but it's only 26 versus 4,000 for a bigger home, actually. Okay, no City of Wildwood taxes, right? Don't see any City of Wildwood taxes. Your millage rate, 10.4. It's 3 mills less, okay, than 3 mills less than the other home that we saw over here. See here, 13.4, 10.4. City of Wildwood, 560. No City of Wildwood. So, bonds about the same, 1,046. This one is $997, so about $50 difference between the bonds. But again, this is a courtyard villa. Bonds are higher for courtyard villas. I'm sorry, this is a patio villa, and this is a courtyard villa. So, anyways, there you go. So that's why Kevin said, hey, get me north of State Road 44, because taxes and bonds and everything else is so much lower. All right, Kevin, did I wear you out, buddy? I'm sorry I don't have any news for you right now, but I will, hopefully, Kevin, hear something shortly. Let me see if I can, before he leaves. I guess he's already gone. All right, so, anyways. So, Kevin, good night. Let's see, okay. All right. We have, let's see, how's the left arm? Okay. So thank you for asking, Henry John. The left arm is getting a little bit better. I'm able to reach a little bit more. Before I could only come up to here, but I've been working out, and I think it's starting to come up a little bit. So that's fully straight. But I think it's getting better. So thank you for asking. I appreciate that. So Barbara says, Ira meant home interest rates, or will people be forced to lower prices on their home? I see a lot of the villages for rent, even in the new areas. It really blew up down there in Florida. Yeah, so a lot of people, so here's the deal with that. I mean, when you get with a villages agent, they're going to say, you better buy now because prices are going up. And if you buy now, you can buy now, just rent it out. You can make some income on your home. That's what they're going to tell you to get you to buy today. So, and that's what a lot of people have done. They have bought now and rented it out. All right, so hopefully Ironman home interest rates or people will be forced to lower prices. So prices have been going down somewhat because they were overinflated to start with. All right, Newell in Lake County. Lake County has higher taxes. Yes, they do. We may just stay in Delaware and rent in the winter. Sorry, Barbara. Sorry to bust your bubble there. All right, look, it's almost 8 o'clock. We've had all kind of fun for the last 2 hours. I think there's a lot of information that I was able to give you all. I want to thank everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. don't forget about Central Florida Farms and Land, CFFAL, on YouTube. We will be notifying everybody. We're going to go ahead and have a live stream for the first time ever in a couple of weeks on our new Central Florida Farms and Land
On the 23rd.
on the 23rd, and Christian will put a notification out on our Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel
And Facebook.
and on Facebook. Okay, so there you go. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all here next month on our Monday Night Live, and we'll notify you, let you know when that is. In the meantime, if you want to find us on Central Florida Farms and Land and ask your questions there, we're more than happy to have you over there as well. Thank you again so much. Love y'all. Happy New Year, and let's stay in touch. Call me if you need anything. Bye.
Here you go.